Okay. So he took another wife. He took a wife and he married from the people, even though he has been told they were not supposed to marry from there. So that's Esau. One of Esau's wives was whose daughter? One of Esau's wives was whose daughter? Mm-hmm. According to the verse 3. Mm-hmm. Bra from what kind of verse na they about from kakra. Even the verse 2 crown a bayan in Tamama.
Baba Ishmael.
You said it was whose daughter?
Ishmael.
Yes.
Okay. Indeed, dear, do we see a certain thing, something happening here? Who is Ishmael to Esau?
Ishmael is
Uh-huh.
Ishmael and Isaac are brothers. So it's like uncle.
Uncle. Is that not so?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
really say he's the father. Is that not so?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there is a father's brother. Is that not so? That is
Yes.
Isaac's brother is who? Ishmael.
Ishmael.
So in Tinka Ishmael ba Esau ne dabe. Ne cousin India.
Okay, like I said, yeah.
We say chi ni de ye ni cousin ye wonia. Ana entesa. We be say ni papa when ni papa kumati ni papa penny eba. Ana meboa. But no, or yeah, so sometimes they push your warrior no, and yeah, then it's us. Tibia or Hannah warrior now for baby or national Babua ministry now. And for you, yes, and be a fan of. In what region did Esau settle after separating from Jacob? After separating from Jacob, in what region did he settle Esau? So we didn't come anymore because you be someone in another way, mama, and sat it down.
Hill country of Syria.
Yes, the whole country of Syria. So already maybe some mama and sasa not to Syria. We the name him say we there, yeah, just I am we ain't taking note of the questions. So maybe ana by all means the way here be better. Because you read Genesis, you do Revelations, that is at least a bit better. Okay. Because one your baby and be question apart from Bible, yeah. Esau is the father of what tribal group? Esau is the father of what tribal group? Oh, anyway, yeah, and great you. Now no your boss so cry chirechiremu.
Edomites, Papa.
The Edomites. Okay. Yeah. And yes, she and run activities in a doors. I saw raging more time, more parties in the day. And then yes, she had the best one answer. The bedu at Yan and Makaka. What tribal group of
Papa.
yeah, many day, minimum day. What tribal group of chiefs was living in the region where Esau would eventually settle? What tribal group of chiefs was living in the region where Esau would eventually settle?
All right.
The
Horites.
All right.
Horites. Okay. I see where the the Obokra na onye sure the bonus ye be pick. Enye okrom kasa. Number 2 is a noun, anameboa. And now is a name of person, a place, ananya sanity. Until now the pronunciation changes. The English even allows it. The king's list of Esau's descendants all came before what? The king's list of Esau's descendants all came before what? Verse 31. So the king
Before
list
there
of
were
Esau,
kings in Israel.
before they were
Kings in Israel.
yes. So all this they had kings in Edom. Edom, they were kings living before there was what any king in Israel. I hope we understand. Why did Esau separate and move away from his homeland in Canaan? Why did Esau separate and move away from his homeland in Canaan?
The land could not support his herds and Jacob's.
Yes, so the land could not support that of his and Jacob. There's an uncle for no man, yes, coming on. Hey, assassinating to me continue on a japati. Hey, Yaminya, yes, why?
Amen.
Yendi and one of the young say, there's a abruyas. But Mrs. Mishri so be minya mepe. When Jacob was 17, what did he do against his brothers? When Joseph was 17, what did he do against his brothers? So we are entering into the time of what? Joseph. We are going gradually. What did he do against his brothers? So we are now in chapter 37 of Genesis. He did what?
He brought a bad report.
He brought a bad report.
A bad report about them to the father.
To the father.
He reported his elders.
Okay, he reported
about them.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Good. Joseph's first family dream was about what? Joseph's first family dream was about what? Mm-hmm. We no, we mo baba.
His brothers sales of grain bowing down.
His brother shall.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Joseph's second family dream was about Dash buying before him.
Sun, moon, and stars.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we move on to the next one. Okay. What was Joseph's brothers' response to his family dream? Yay. Me in Temukra. What I said, another call. We, if you're saying,
Man can hear crack.
man can hear crack.
And a boy.
Nilante Vanda Poidia Medini. Na governor nya picking lantena to
Dada.
or to about dear no matter many lantevan da poi.
Oh.
Take you away, had you. Man, can you crack.
I didn't.
Yes, where did Joseph initially go to find his brothers? According to verse 12.
Second. About
Where?
second.
Okay.
The flood near second.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Where did Joseph actually find his brothers grazing their flocks?
Dothan.
Okay. Into Ozaba, no can Dothan, Mankashi, because I wanted you to see that this was a initially.
Yes.
So I have one difference, you know. Initially and actually. Or no pen make it difference. Into all con I had no all or call a muni or twice who could drew her. Into Hannah make but Hannah me better. Meaning what one question Nasia. Okay, yeah, to say. Who taught Joseph? Who talked Joseph's brothers out of killing Joseph? Okay. Who talked to the brothers of Joseph not to kill Joseph? I think that's how the question should have been.
Reuben.
Reuben. Okay. Okay. What did Joseph's father give him that showed Joseph was the favorite son?
A special robe.
Coat of many colors.
Yes, a special robe, coat of
Special
many colors.
robe.
Where did Joseph's brothers
robe.
put him to imprison him? What did Joseph's brothers put him to imprison him? Where?
In a well.
In a well. Good.
In a well.
Hey, sorry, in a Christian. Yes, let's. Yes.
Assistant.
Yes.
Well.
No,
Yes.
in a system.
Let's read it. Now, the reason why the world is one that contains water.
Water.
Others will even say a pit. Who is having a pit?
I have a pit.
You have a pit.
I have a pit.
Okay.
NLT.
NLT, you have a pit. So let's read what is there.
So don't shed any blood. Throw him into the
And Reuben
system.
said to them, shed no blood. Cast him into the pit.
Okay, so what is the difference between a Christian and a pit? Or a well?
Papa, system refers to something that you put water in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a well?
It's a form of container that you put water in. And a well is a dugout.
A dugout. So what about a pit?
Any hole.
In the hole. Okay.
They are correlated.
English for Nabim. When Judah saw the Dash traders, he suggested Joseph be sold into slavery. Which
Ishmaelite.
the Ishmaelites. And this also saw that the Ishmaelites were from which people?
Edom.
From Ishmael.
Yes, they were from Edom. They were Edomites.
From Ishmael.
From Ishmael.
Edomites.
One time say Abu either they don't even know or they knew, and because of adeɛ bi esi bi daada ɛyà obi hyɛm nti ni yɛ de akyɛ so still. Where were the traders who purchased Joseph as slave going? Where were they going?
You're going to Egypt.
They were going to Egypt. Are you sure, Mama? Oh, Mama, you're sure. So no answer because I'm sure. Anyway, they were going to Egypt. For how much was Joseph sold as a slave? How much was Joseph sold? Where Uncle Ladi of full of phone binium?
20
20
pieces
shekels.
of silver.
20 pieces.
Okay. So 20 pieces of silver, shekels of silver. Which brother tried and failed to save Joseph?
Reuben.
Reuben.
Okay. After selling Joseph into slavery, how did Jacob's sons deceive him?
They dip Joseph's robe in the blood.
They dip Joseph's robe in the blood. And Mama continue, what did they tell him?
They told that an animal,
A wild animal.
a wild animal has killed
Devour him.
Okay.
his beloved son.
Okay, good. What did Jacob put on to show his mourning, thinking Joseph had been killed? Oh, what did he put on to show?
Sackcloth.
Yes, this one is a traditional thing from the Israelites. When they are mourning, they put sackcloth and put ashes around themselves. So this one put there for level. To whom did the Midianites sell Joseph?
Potiphar.
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 The captain of Pharaoh's
Potiphar.
Who was Potiphar? Okay, Mama.
Captain of Pharaoh.
The captain.
He was the captain of Pharaoh's guard.
Okay. So chapter, okay, even it has been identified there, and I'm saying beside. Chapter 38. Who was Judas Adumite? Who was Judas Adumite friend that he stayed with?
Hira.
Okay, Hira. Say H-I, Anambra.
Yes, Papa. Yeah.
Okay.
Hira.
Okay. Judah married a woman of what nationality?
Canaanite.
Okay. All of the following were Judah's sons, except another cracker. All of the following were Judah's sons, except, I don't think I've given you the genealogy of Judah. I don't think I gave that. Did I? I don't think
so.
Okay. So this one I have to take my time for us to go through. So let's read.
Papa, sure.
Is that why?
Sure.
Shua was the thing with the wife.
Okay. So that means that Sheila de ya dani oba ebidio. Say oh Sheila oba. Yeni my from Sheila.
Sheila. Spellings are different.
Shell.
Spellings are different.
Yati. When that kromati na ye free obi kwejo a oyoba. Who was Judah's son's wife?
Shua.
Judah's son's wife?
Tamar.
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 Hey.
So we read Judah took a wife for his son, his firstborn, and her name was Tamar.
Okay.
So Tamar was the wife of Judah's son. And who was that son? I don't know whether we get it.
Yes, Papa, yeah.
Who did God put to death for spailing his seed?
Onam.
Onan.
Onan. Okay. Which son was Judah hesitant to give to his daughter-in-law? Which son was Judah hesitant to give to his daughter-in-law?
Shelah.
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 So who can tell us a
Shelah.
little bit about the story? Who know about the story, what we are doing now? Yes. Mhm,
Papa, in their culture,
mhm,
when the firstborn dies and leaves the wife behind,
mhm,
the next brother is supposed to marry the wife
mhm,
so that the family tree can continue.
mhm,
As when the firstborn died, they gave her to Onam.
mhm.
And Onan decided not to allow his sperm to enter into the woman. So anytime they made love, he spilled his sperm.
Okay,
So God got angry and killed him.
okay. So that
And
is where we are talking about spilling his seed. Do you get it? Okay, continue. Please continue.
so your younger son, who was Shelah, was supposed to be betrothed to Tamar when he is of age.
Mhm,
But his father decided not to do it because he was scared he will also die.
mhm,
So he did not give Shelah to Tamar. So Tamar, realizing that, behaved as if she was a prostitute when she heard that Jacob was passing by. So she covered herself like a prostitute.
mhm,
And then Jacob asked to sleep with her. So she gave him condition as
mhm.
to what he was going to give to her to prove his promise to her, sorry. So the woman demanded that he gives him his staff. So when Tamar got pregnant and they all got to know, he got angry. And then when he brought Tamar to him, he asked the question, who got her pregnant? So she also brought the staff out, that the man who owed that staff was the one who impregnated her. So then Jacob said that she was even more worthy than the one who did it.
Okay. So that is the whole story. God bless you, Yosef.
God bless you, Papa.
So who died? So those who have been spelling the sperms out, be careful. I think that also makes masturbation a sin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Papa.
Because masturbation also means that you spill the sperms out, like for the male masturbation, without it fertilizing in the egg. Is that not so?
Yes, Papa.
Yes.
What of if you also deposit it in a woman and it is also not fertilizing in a egg? Doesn't it also mean you're also wasting it?
No, Papa, no.
Hello? Mama, you were
Papa,
saying
but that one, the purpose of which
the
it
purpose
was,
has been achieved.
was exactly.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And go for you, my Bible, and I see a church. Who died? Who died just before the meeting of Judah and Tamar, as Judah was going to share a sheep? So who died?
Shua's daughter.
Shua's daughter. Sure. Who died? And look at the possible answers. Just read the verse 12 again. In the course of time, the wife of Judah, Shua's daughter, died. It was what they say for any other wives of Judah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you get it. Why did Judah mistake his daughter-in-law for a prostitute? Why do you think he mistaken the daughter-in-law for a prostitute?
It took off her head.
She covered her face.
Because she has covered her face. So Asian prostitutes cover their face.
Wow.
It's the direct opposite of Yenya Dio. Yenya Dio, you know, when Jesus even came, the prostitutes at his time also had graduated. First time prostitute, you know, they had graduated. They wear so many chains and jewels around them to look attractive. But when you're a prostitute, you go and sit by the roadside, covering yourself, trying to get a customer. They have a spot for you. And a bedroom, yes, we are the idea. To the be an mafi Madina. Madina's go junctions side of Namari in a Honomanias and Ketua. What should you be Mugu lighting at Tom's one will be up a baby? What they find cool a new side where we are marketing them as Zungo. The iron is and kitting in Anka. Now, we do East Legon. When you do East Legon, Atemuda. No Mugu. On the Anadunian and normal. Na same time be program Accra. We do back 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Me do am eba no. Ezo mgu kwa me tag me na dem boy me pretty taxi no. Ba kwa sheda yes and your cross taxi na me so ya fa bono me pass am. Yeah. You have to flee. Masa. Me so cry about it.
Press is off for me.
But me tell me to yeah for on the young corner me dey untied. Martina came with 12 hours. I be do a meet my bread. I feel me yeah bana make a cross what ba be jina ba be. Masa pe be fan am dem. What met him anointing so? What did Judah's daughter-in-law require as a pledge from Judah? It's a story. It's what?
So,
Okay. I think that from the story, the man was not having money, right? Oh, yes, because I don't know when Tianika.
I think he offered something at first, but she refused.
The woman decided for this.
Yes.
Yes, to let you.
Good.
Yes.
They were going to give her a lamb also.
Uh-huh.
Like it.
But I think this woman would be a little enlightened in life, because I think that women get pregnant during their ovulation time. So it means that she knew, she was enlightened a little bit to know the actual time to go in with that. I don't know whether you get it. So I think it's quite some way. Okay. So what did Judah offer to pay for his daughter-in-law to sleep with her? So what was the initial thing that he offered to pay? I think I just asked the question, right?
A sheep.
Okay.
A goat too.
A goat, a young goat.
A goat.
Goat.
A goat.
Oh wow.
A young goat
Yes.
from my flocks.
Nti no man or chap on chin back one man. If he's anka sananke organa sanka prostitute or be a year pound. Because one night be upon tobacco. Hey, who show me so kakra? Why wait to be your best farmer?
Papa, they get more than that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I
Depending
am
on
girls, you know,
Oh yeah, I watched a documentary.
20,
Yeah.
30 CDs.
there be performer process saying there was the EBM carry out. It depends on a lot of factors. The area, the time, with your hand, those kinds of things.
What's it 1,000?
The area
Also counts. Maybe I don't know.
even more than that. The documentary.
For a night pay.
Aye, Papa.
Hey, yeah, to be for you. Not 1,000 say. Yeah, this is you get your price and the 1,000 about for one night.
Papa.
More sure.
Oh, Papa, they tell according to time, hours.
Yeah, meaning set time hours count. But 1,000 the answer no the.
How much, Papa?
Oh, it be a
Advance.
I'm one of me slave queens. One. Because number 1,000 enough for more.
Papa, be more than that too.
Sir, not any per girlfriend now.
You can't understand them.
I drana.
I'm on pay commitment.
Oh, I say grumpy. Hey. Mama no money head and count yenny be. Now me for 4,000 and me my school fees made. One night back pay. Night back pay. No boy.
Papa, and then the copies were a bus stop. I take a
bus stop.
Cheesy pizza.
Okay.
Me call home a car by washing baby or me koya. I sister be nice lady be and I hook a brandy be or hopa papa nyas and to a danka. Say, Anna Judy na brandy na coach him. Oh, yeah, brandy do niska. Ani papa me video kakra kura nyas and to
I send a video.
I that say, ordinary sika nyina be man and opportunity sika man so ba wo no nyina ndeke. Na man we be go na brandy amoa. Anya sanke to papa. Some koso papa.
Hey, me. But so man when you. Yes, mommy, umpire, and Yami Beji Yang. Why, told the beer, I won't tear say, I dear Nebana send a yes, and I'm say, it been a home year, dear, I grow suban born in your home na cafra. Dear umpire. About once said to the beer, or be a woman no club cotono. Me personally, me got two lady beer near any tiffy. I could see no Madina pa, in area or girl, they were carrying on, me bunny pa. Who they be to say, who possess or no, or misbehave area or be tapia. Oh, this is not me to your bojo. I got enough of my warrior. Me won't say, oh, gay or no Jew. Na me kwa ye way issue kwalabi we so yenam. Yes, yeah, that was what, like a project survey. In TSM Medina, young girls and maybe be 12 up to 18 years now that we decided as SU officers, we decided, okay, let's really go and see say a seer. And I was surprised the lady me free for crown to minimum casabi. Because on me feel me feel I feel it's something. And me I'm say, why? Most of them too, ni perform.
No, Papa.
Nagana
Yeah, Papa. Hey, beautiful girls.
Come on. Young girl around 22, 23. And then two pies from Yazangutwa.
Hey, also for Susukana, we do ya coach. Nanentu, also for both deliverance, they are not Shannon too. Hey, okay, yeah, no, we had to us, but also one and two. Where was Judah going when he met? Where was Judah going when he met his daughter-in-law in the entrance to Mama Paja?
Similar to share sheep.
Okay, good. Yeah, we win Mukrana win answer back on your kind share sheep. I was through had it down. Anyway, maybe another questions and to what was into the when Judah found out his daughter-in-law was pregnant, what was his initial response? When he found out the daughter-in-law was pregnant, what was his initial response?
Have her stoned.
To have her stoned.
To have her stoned.
Let's say
But so to have a
Ban.
Wow.
burn to death.
So when you read it, it will tell you that about 3 months later, Judah was told, Tamar, your daughter-in-law, has been immoral. Moreover, she is pregnant by immorality. And Judah said, bring her out and let her be burned. When was it at the end? Bring her out and let her be. I told the BIA, if you say you're going to righteous, who could do bonini? What could you so be so the bonini beer? Would they yantin yes? The be America say, Mama yam fan. On the unambecane, sans a woody MP, Obi dear by ye, yes. I am dear yamfa and Merani Juma, all right, but to the beer, Mama yamfa young wish any punish shoes, Mukakra. Na yensha mobile by also for a mumu be a catechist for the down. To the be a session in some mobile. Ni cannot be catechist na also for jetty the be MSC yenya butra kakra. To the beer Oto boka kre bikura na niema ade ne ba ye no. Eye ade foforo kra. Ti to the beer yenya butra kakra. Emrane sesen. Eye ye de mran be ye adwumasi de discipline tinum aya ye misembu ye ansana ya ye ne ye be ye isas ye members be bre na abortion ne ya dos dodo waso e there because ye be born aside into obi ye atu egu no aba be lead praise and worship who also for apeda won sap urobo e hyew apeda ni nyina akosoro so na ya abortion moja ne ye de to nwoma
Papa.
Yentu ye bokakra. Ye misa mo yentu o mommen na ye ni omuni nkomo. Na me ya aduma ebia nyoma ne ye betie o mase. Ni abuo mo no me kum. Oya wakotwe mpena bone wase yinyi sengwa nada bone.